Hello, everybody, and welcome to another edition of BC Buckets. I'm Matthew Bruni, and joining me once again is Colin Mitchell. Colin, today we have Leonard Miller from the G League Ignite out of Canada, 6'9" forward, 19 and a half years old. What are your overall thoughts on Leonard Miller?
I actually really like Leonard Miller. I feel like he does a lot of things well. The biggest thing for me is his ability to control his body, whether that's with his handle or with his body control in the air, driving to the rim. Um, he has a shot that is okay. I don't like it, but it works right now. He shoots 32.7% from the 3-point line. He was shot 5.3 attempts last year. And then defensively, I think he has good upside. And I guess we can get into all of these things more, but those are the things I like about him.
He's a really he's a prospect that I can see working out in a couple different ways, right?
Yeah.
I think the athleticism there. I think he can work as a roll man. I think he can work as a four that can get to the. I think he can work as a five even that can eventually put on the strength necessary to where he rebounds really well. He gets to the rim well. He's comfortable with the ball in his hands. He can operate in ball screens really well as a roll man, as in that little short roll game. I feel good about him in those areas. And then we have to talk about the his handle, which I think is very impressive. And it shows in transition. He can push the ball really effectively. He had a late growth spurt. I think he was 6'6" for a lot of his 6'5", 6'6" for a lot of his high school career, bumped up to 6'9". So, give him 3 or 4 extra inches, and you add in the fact that he's probably played wing or guard for at least his high school life or teenage years. And you get a guy that can do a little bit of everything. 18 and 11, right? 18 points per game, 11 rebounds per game at G League Ignite. That's notable.
I
That's
mean,
very good.
3.9 assists as well.
Yeah, 3.9 assists. Like, this is a guy who did a little bit of everything. Again, I really like that about his game. I do have plenty of things I don't like. I'm
Yeah.
not as high on him as you, but at the very least, I see a lot of ways this can work out. I really do.
Yeah. To get into the weaknesses, obviously, I already mentioned his shot. It's weird because it goes in 33% of the time, which I think for his skill set will work in the league because I think he can do other things really well. But it doesn't have good touch, and I don't think he'll ever end being, the go-to guy in terms
Yeah.
of, the guaranteed shot. And then we talked about his handle. I think his handle is good for his size, but he also has some like mind-boggling turnovers where it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like being a live passer, I think is something that he needs to work on, especially if he is going to be more in that secondary third ball handling role. And then defensively, I think he has upside, but I don't think he's a stopper by any means. I think he can get off balance a little bit. He bites on fakes a little too much. And then pick and roll defense, I think he lapses on.
I have written down swing factor is his defense.
Mm,
And that's why, because like we said, offensively we can see it,
yeah,
right? Like it's there. Like it's not going to translate directly to the NBA. Obviously, like he'll have to figure out the roles around him and everything like that. But he's his defense is what's going to determine it because he's at 6'9". He's not weak, but he's not super strong and he's not super quick.
right,
So it's like, all right, who are you guarding here? And I think he's guarding fours, but at the same time, is he switchable? I'd argue no, not right now. And there are, like you said, some lapses defensively where it's like they don't look like effort lapses as much as awareness lapses.
right,
And I think I was listening to was it Sam Vecini? And they were talking about how he hasn't played quite enough high level basketball. I think in high school, whether it was because of COVID or all the situations, but there this year of G League Ignite was kind of his first full year. I mean, in a couple years of playing, high level basketball. I mean, apparently he didn't play a ton of the AAU circuit, stuff like that. High school season gets cut short, so we're gonna see him progress. It's just how quickly can he progress in the coming seasons. But I did think that was a notable point of him getting to experience more high level stuff. So he could be another guy that plays another year in the G League, like very well.
right.
Um, but at least we can see the potential there, and that's why I have him, tier above a guy like Leonard. Clowney, Noah Clowney, who we're posting a video with also on this day.
Yeah. What kind of comps do you have? Because I have two that I think are interesting, but I want to hear yours first.
I don't know if I like my comps right now, but I will give them to you
Okay.
because I admit when I'm good, I admit when I'm not good, but we'll see. First one is Pascal Siakam.
Ooh.
You
Okay.
kind of see that?
I actually kind of like that one a
Kind of
lot.
see it? Okay.
That's better
All
than
right.
my two now.
Oh,
Dang.
okay. All right. All right. We got
And I
Siakam
liked
number
mine.
one. And number two, I don't Aaron Gordon.
I don't like that one.
Okay, why not?
Let me think here.
Can't really shoot. I don't look. I think Millard's ceiling as a shooter is what Aaron Gordon is. Like at the very maximum, it is Aaron Gordon, who is not a plus 3-point shooter.
I disagree. Oh, I mean, 3-point shooter, yes, but I think that Leonard Miller has a midi that he can go to, whereas Aaron Gordon doesn't have that at all.
Like offensively, offensively, I think I could see him being Aaron Gordon though, can't you? Like as far as a potential rim
In
runner.
terms of his fit, yes, I think his inside scoring is his best thing. We didn't go over the numbers, but 66.2% of the rim, athletic, can basically play as a center in the dunker spot and can roll well. So I can see that for sure.
So you so you have him more as as a big than Aaron Gordon, even though they're the same size.
Yes.
Or
Well,
Aaron Gordon.
yeah, I guess my two comps are bigs. So yes.
Go ahead.
I have Marvin Bagley and Christian Wood.
I like Christian Wood, I think.
I
I
have
like Christian
Marv.
Wood.
I think Christian Wood, when he was, I guess, on the Rockets, when he was, going crazy,
Yeah.
because you can go crazy on a team that's that bad, uh, is like his peak. I think Marvin Bagley now is what I think he'll end up as,
Mhm.
which isn't a bad player. It's a good backup center, but I think that's like his floor.
So you don't think he has a higher ceiling?
I think his ceiling is tough for me to judge because, like, like when we look at Christian Wood, for example, like we know he's a really good offensive player, but defensively he's not insane. And everything is predicated on his defense, which I agree that that's going to be his swing factor. If he can guard 3 through 5, then he becomes the Pascal Siakam.
Yeah.
But I'm not buying the 3. I can buy the 4 or 5, but I'm not buying the 3.
Okay. Well, we'll see how it goes. Do you have anything else on him?
I think that's it.
I think I'm good. Where do you have him on your board right now? Or just like generally, are you like bottom 10 or not bottom 10, but like are you outside of the top 20? I have him 26 on my board right
I
now.
have him way higher than you.
He might drop a little bit. Okay.
I,
Okay. So you have him in the top 20?
yeah, he's 18.
Okay. I respect that. I respect that. All right. Well, we'll leave it at that. We'll be back with another episode soon. If you're watching this video, check out the other videos on our channel. Also, we will have post-draft videos going up on every single team and every single pick in the first round. So stay tuned for that as well. Until then, check out the other videos, and we'll talk to y'all later.